August 5th, 2021. I am choosing to record my journey to true spiritual oneness and enlightenment in the modern world. I've always seen the world as if it was just like an experiment. I felt like I was in the world, but like I could just easily see all the plot holes. I could easily see when people make stupid decisions and just choose not to do better. I've always just had that critical self because I believe truly in justice and honesty and integrity. And just growing up, like, people would tell you one thing and you have to listen to them, while at the end of the day, when your back is turned, they're the complete opposite. I mean, the hypocrisy all over the world, it's like the hypocrisy all over this world is just like, wow, humans, like, you don't want to get better. You don't really want to heal. But then I thought about what it was like to be the most oppressed person possible in this world. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see what it's like to be one of the most oppressed people in this world, because I gotta see for myself what it's like to choose the wrong decisions. Like, why do we choose the wrong decisions and get ourselves in so much trouble? I don't get it. So I became a black woman. Yeah. I don't feel like a black woman, but I know what it's like to be a black woman. Like, I'm a black woman. Of course I feel like a black woman. I'm a human being. But in my soul, because my soul is also an entity of its own that no one talks about in a realistic sense, my soul is all encompassing, is gender fluid. I see the beauty in everything. So, I mean, I'm talking about in terms of my soul, my sexuality. I'm heterosexual, heteronormative, cisgendered woman. Sorry, I accept the heteronormative. I don't even know what that means. But I am a heterosexual, cisgendered woman. But I feel in the inside like I could love anyone. You know what I mean? Growing up Christian in America is wild. I mean, there are systems in place on this earth in which people are separated by their color. That is the segregation here. I mean, it's so primitive. It's literally so primitive. The brains here are so small. Wow. But their egos are out of this world. They were created to serve, but it's like having them wade through all of this murkiness, having us go through all of this murkiness, God, like, just to be under you again, just to feel that warmth under you. Like, we have to really wade through the water. Like, oh my goodness, just to get to this point, and in my lifetime it's still going on. Like, this is so 500 years ago. So, growing up in a predominant white, like a predominantly white ideology and culture here, I have seen how time has progressed and how quickly, well, not really quickly, it was a few hundred years, but, you know, shorter than the Egyptians. So, there's that. But, it's interesting to see how quickly everyone sacrifices their soul. It's so easy to sacrifice your soul on this planet. And no matter what you're doing, you're sacrificing it to something. And you're laying it down and you're begging for guidance because it's like you're an entity inside of a meat suit. Everything's heavy. I'm a little chunky and, everything's soft too. But, I'll be working with it. But I'm not an aesthetically, conventional woman that you see on TV, nor is my color. We are starting to gain popularity, yes. But, what's my point? With all that being said, I made a conscious decision to unlearn Christianity and look at it through a critical lens. I would not have been able to do this 30, 40, 50, 100 years ago. I mean, the amount of progress that Black people have made to get to this point, we are so intelligent. My goodness, it's almost like our intelligence is linked to the nature around us. Because we can read into things so easily. We're such good root workers and gardeners and farmers, and we just know how to turn food up, in a beautiful space in a barren land. We know how to give life to any ground that we walk on. I mean, who do we think we are with our humble selves? Oh my goodness. Think about it. Everywhere Black people went, life springs. Everywhere we go. Throughout history. We can't go nowhere without y'all coming to try and gentrify us. In some capacity. I know, because living in DC. My goodness. I grow up thinking it's Black and all that, and I'm hearing all these people trying to get homes and houses, and they had to move out to Maryland or something like that just so I can have white neighbors who call the police on my mama because her dogs bark too loud. And the amount of restraint that we have because we know better. It ain't that we fear hell. It's because we fear God. That's how it's supposed to be done. There are people walking on this earth who are doing things that they shouldn't be doing because they fear hell. And not fear of God. That's why it's so hard to be spiritual. Because not everybody on this planet believes in hell. So you can't tell a Buddhist or an atheist that they're going to hell if they don't believe in it. That's the problem right there. Somebody lied to y'all, and y'all are sad for that. And now look at you, hiding and watching porn at your office or whatever because you're ashamed because you have a sex addiction. Or, going out and drinking and getting drunk in the streets and allowing, yourself to get in all types of trouble and, just making poor decisions or being incredibly short-tempered. There's just so much that's going on that shows signs of an unhealthy human being. We are sick, literally sick. We are dying. Our mortality rate is decreasing. Yes, our mortality rate is, what is it? I'm high right now. Our mortality rate is bad. That's what it is. It's bad. All I know is that when I look up in the sun and I'm talking to God, I don't want nobody in that room with me. I don't feel like I have to need some man that I've never known, I'm not related to, and not connected with on a personal level, who never came to come say hi to me and reassure me that I'm still beautiful. You think I'm gonna sit there and praise him, knowing that he could have came over here to Africa to come, because we wouldn't have killed him. Now that tells you a whole lot of something. So I was mad. I have been angry with Christianity for a long time. I lived in it. I breathed it. I only knew it. And it made sense. Of course, I understood who Jesus Christ was. And there's so much historical evidence that support that he was present, that I believe that he was real. And at the very least, was considered blameless. And there was nothing that he did that was wrong, which was call on the power of his Father and use it to help people. And we are supposed to be like Christ and have a Christ consciousness and die to ourselves in submission of him, following him. What did Jesus do when people were following him? He was healing the sick. We can't lay hands on nobody no more, because that's called witchcraft now. Since when, huh? Oh, since y'all found out that black people be doing magic, because we know that y'all scared of us. Y'all went through such great lengths to tell us that our identities no longer belong to us. You don't want us to know our name? So you give us your last name? Like I'm your property? Like you birthed me? No, you hate me. And I kept reading in the Bible, where does it say that Jesus was white and we were black and we're underneath them? Because the last time I checked, if I could read the Bible, I'm saying we all God's children. I'm considered a human being, right? Right? Because y'all was wrong back then. Y'all got it wrong the first time. We told y'all who we were the first time. And you got it wrong the first time. And now you got it right. So we're going to see if you believe it. We are a whole human being created in God's image. When you put our hand to the ground on the soil, our skin matches the dirt. We were born first. Baby, you are a genetic mutation based off of the fact that your ancestors decided they wanted to mate with some Neanderthals. You're less human than we are. Why do you think so much melanin is in our skin? Why do we think we have so much more strength than you? Why do you think that there are so many articles in the news about missing organs and body parts of black people are littered across the nation? Y'all don't want us to know the truth. You don't want us to heal. You don't want us to do right. You don't want us to assume our birthright. You know what we're owed. You know what we're owed. So you use fear tactics and you lace them within my belief system, my God. Baby, we were doing this thousands of years before you knew how to put the words on the paper. The 42 African powers, the 10 commandments. Like, come on. Y'all some copycats? Then you don't hide your hand behind your back? Y'all thought we was never gonna find one another again. Y'all thought we was never gonna remember our past, but our ancestors literally gave us our dreams. And I want to be the wildest one of them all. tired of being timid. I'm tired of being shy. I'm tired of being fake humble sometimes, because I want what belongs to me. And it ain't coming fast enough. I want everything that comes with it too, because I've been through it all so far. I mean, there's so much more that life has to offer, but right now I have been through a lot, and just enough to say, you know what, God, you got more for me. There's no denying your presence, Lord. I know you personally. When I close my eyes, I see the stars. I never have to go out in a spaceship after having over so many billions of dollars that I could feed the entire global community, but instead I choose to sit in a tin can. Like, bruh, you don't even need a fraction of that to do what you want to do. And you don't even have the patience to let the Lord reveal his glory to you. You never believe. That's why your ego is bigger than his name. That's why you put your name on everything. Because you don't want to be forgotten, huh? You can never forget God, baby. He's so deep down inside of us. He's so deep down inside of us. Every time we think it's him, it is. Every time you see a reflection of the sun onto the window shield and the light is blinding in your eye, that's him looking at you. Every time you're sitting in the forest and under the trees and you see little smiley faces within the leaves, like a reassurance that I'm with you, that's him too. And then that wind, when it picks up just at that right moment when you wanted to hear him the most, he's there. Right there. Because he don't got to beg for your attention. Because you always going to think about him. He's always going to be in the back of your mind, on your lips. I know every single person on this earth has said the word God first. At least once in their lives. Everyone on this planet has had that man on his mind. He on all y'all minds rent free. Because he always going to be there. You can't escape him. He's just gonna sit there, wait. He right there. And last time I checked, when I'm reading the Bible, I want what belongs to me. I deserve that kindness. I deserve justice. And I don't care who's mad about it. Why should I? What, you gonna kill me and prove my point? Like, what? You gonna make life hard for me? Why? If my words are that baseless, why does it matter? This should not make anybody upset. This should come across as a rant to y'all. But if you take it in some type of way, I mean, join the club, if you know what I mean. Like, there's God everywhere, but this was the first time I called on my ancestors. And it feels so healing to know that they live in my heart. Their memories are deeply embedded within me. When I close my eyes, I see things that don't belong to me. I see visions that don't belong to me. I hear voices that don't belong to me. So whole scenarios play out in my head, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. Where I have not seen that movie yet. Man, after my breakdown in December, like, I don't know what to tell y'all, but I'm not the same person, and I have to honor that. I mean, I'm sorry, America, Christianity, like Western Christianity, like, I'm sorry, but you're no longer allowed to tell me what to do. Because the good book also says I am free in him. I'm free in Christ. I'm sitting here looking at people tolerating Judaism as a Christian, and this is no hate towards Jews, but I'm seeing people tolerate Judaism, and there's a huge support for Israel. Totally fine. But you're looking down on your brother Islam. Y'all all are cut from the same cloth. You're all Abrahamic religions, and the fact is, Israel can have these, birthright trips. People, they pay you to learn about your heritage as a Jew. In comparison to Islam and how Christianity and Judaism view Islam, it's like Islam recognizes you guys. And y'all are like the mean older brothers that don't like the new younger brother. Y'all need to get along and really heal, because y'all are not that different. Y'all just too arrogant to deconstruct the fact that we're not supposed to be celebrating our or highlighting our differences, but celebrating our similarities. How dare you disrespect God and not love your neighbor as you love yourself? But then I realized, nah, y'all don't love yourselves either. These man-made religions do not love themselves. All three of them center around men who have daddy issues. The first man had daddy issues. Read the Bible and it's clear as day. Every generation ever since, these men are scared of their sons, so they're gonna kill them, or their sons try to kill their daddy. My goodness, y'all gotta heal that. Men, y'all need to heal your relationship with God. I ain't even talking about just black men or white men. I'm talking about every single man on this planet. You have been given a task. If you truly believe in the belief system that you have, that's totally fine, but practice what you preach. You are supposed to protect and provide, and you're choosing violence, and you getting babies killed based off of your decisions. Ain't no woman leading every single country out here, okay? We are your responsibility. The women and the children are your responsibility. And your neighbor is your brother. Jesus literally had to come down onto planet Earth just to remind y'all that. Hey, y'all, love each other, like, above all else. Like, we are so primitive. Can't even get one thing right. White people literally killed them because they ain't even like that message. That was just too much. Oh my gosh, he wants us to love. Oh, we cannot forgive that. He's out here healing people. Oh, witchcraft, man. Oh, he's just being kind and celebrating different people in their background, and he's being kind to the prostitute, and he's being kind to the taxpayers, but he's also calling out religious leaders and political systems in place during the time. Oh my gosh, he's gotta die. Yeah, we gotta kill this guy. He's just too much. This is propaganda, man. We got a good thing going, us, men in power. We got a great thing going. Us white men, we've got a great thing going on here. We get the glory. He gets a little bit of change, but we're going to capitalize off of all of this, okay? If we can get people to put money in our pockets instead of into the ground, and, not having a need for, an exchange system, so that we're all, not, we have to have, certain tiers, certain caste systems, certain hierarchies. Not everyone has to be the same, because what's the point of that if we don't have diversity? let's shake it up a little bit. Let's have some really, 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 really rich people, based off of people putting money in our pockets, and they don't know that we're running a whole corporation behind this cool name like Jesus Christ, and he didn't come from America. He didn't come from Europe or anything. He came from the Middle East. All right, we can work with that. All right, Middle East people. Yeah, let's call them white. They're technically white. Yep. So if they go into come in here in America, yep, they write down. Yep, they're white. Because we cannot identify the fact that it is actually possible that the God we serve has melanin in his skin. Y'all could not handle that either. You just had to erase his face too. How do you love him? How do you say you love him when you're not on your knees begging for forgiveness for the sins of your forefathers? You Christian, you Hebrew, you Jew, you Muslim. Yeah, you too. You had African slaves. Let's not get skirt. I mean, y'all ain't get the memo. Y'all dropped the ball with y'all. Told us that what we had was demonic. You told us that we were crazy. You told us that we needed you to know God. What? Baby, we came from the first part of the land. We lived in paradise. Why do you think the world came to us? We ain't gotta go and conquer nothing. We just led with love, the love of community, the love of diversity, the love of knowledge and wisdom. We shared that with y'all. We shared our resources with y'all. You got greedy. You just put your baby on our nipple and made them suck first before our own. You don't like us. You don't like us. It's like we didn't need y'all in the first place, so you just mad at us for knowing better and for treating people better. Like, y'all ain't had to hurt us. Y'all could have asked. Y'all did not have to kill us. You could have asked us for help, okay? If you wanted to employ some skilled workers across seas to assist you with building up cities, we are more than happy to tell you what to do and show you how to do it, because we built the pyramids first. We built nations, palaces. We weren't just in huts, baby. Oh my gosh, the earth listened to us and we listened to the earth, and we just helped it grow into its full potential. Why do you believe that we're called Al-Kibulun, baby? We are the Garden of Eden, and you know it. That's why we are rich with gold and diamonds and resources. We have oil, we have everything. The first human beings stepped here. They were there. We had an intimate knowledge of God. How do you think we survived on those months-long trips of torture and rape and horrible conditions? We've never even been in a boat before, and we survived here and built up more nations. And then that wasn't even enough for you because you liked the way we sang our songs. Our songs was our music. It was our magic. It was our power too. Because we didn't even need to read a book before we said the name of God. You didn't have to do that to us. Baby, we knew who God was. We just accepted your God because you really wanted us to like your God. Like our God. We're going to force him down your throats because he is a threat. Like, if you like our God, then technically it means that you don't like your God, because that's the more powerful God, because you don't need us to connect with him, and we need you. We need your money. We need your bodies. We need your resources. We need your time. We need your energy. We need your physical beings. Like, oh my goodness. Y'all are just constantly taking from us, poisoning us, neglecting us, mistreating us. We're your brother. And your conscience is just so bad. And let's be honest, it's because your ancestors are trying to discourage ours. But you keep forgetting, baby. We are so spiritual, we don't even have to really try. That's the real tea, baby. There's no secret. You can't dissect us enough to find the truth. You can't replicate it with a pill, and you can't surgically enhance it, baby. We have it so deep in our DNA. You cannot fake us. We are the original. You're the copy. Just bow down. We deserve our heritage. We want our inheritance, Jacob. You had to deceive your daddy to get what you deserve, huh? So you could become Israel. God was like, you know what? I'm going to bless you, but I'm going to mess up your hip because you still don't know how to act right. I'm going to still give you a limp because you still really ain't learned your lesson. Out here cheating your brother out of his inheritance. I was going to bless you. Tuh. You will always have it on your conscience that you ain't never did it right. You so mad that we know, and we still love you. We'll still help you. We'll still nurse you back to health, and you know that. You know that God is so deep within us. We'll nurse you back to health. We'll take care of your babies before sacrificing ourselves because that's how much we love you. We don't want to kill you. We ain't tried yet. We don't need to touch you. But there gonna be some times when we gonna have to sit your behind down because you ain't gonna keep hurting our babies. You ain't gonna keep hurting our babies. The ancestors are mad right now. You making them feel like they can't do nothing. My baby's gonna do something with these dreams, okay? She gonna do something with these dreams. And I'm gonna help her get there. Talking about some she won't be a healer. I hear you, baby girl. You want to be the best healer out there, huh? You want to be like Jesus, huh? Jesus out here healing the sick, helping the poor, accepting everybody for who they are, not worrying about if they have an alphabet in their pronouns or LGBTQ plus ABC 923. Like, y'all keep putting yourselves in a box. Y'all don't get it here. Y'all really don't get it. You ain't gotta do all that. You just gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to, everything you see. And it's always gonna be in front of you. You just gotta be brave enough to accept and follow through whatever we tell you to do, because we have your highest good in mind. Okay? We gonna get you where you gonna get. We gonna help you. We love you. We always gonna be loving you. Remember when you felt that hug, a hug you ain't never felt before? That's the hug of your mama. Not your earthly mama, that's your mother in the heavens. Not just your mama in the heavens, but your father's there too. He's so happy to see you. He's so happy to know you. He's so happy to be doing life with you. Why didn't they talk about our mamas in the Bible? Why do the men keep forgetting us? Don't you know that we die for you? Don't you know your ego don't gotta be so big that you can't surrender and submit to your wife as she submits to you? She is love. That woman is love. She is everything you believe in. When you see her, you see love. But you don't even know what that is because you keep forgetting. Just look for it. Men, love your wives as Christ loves the church. You want to know how a man is perfect? It's when he's in touch with his feminine side. Let's be honest. Let's think about it. The women learned how to heal after the Lord Jesus Christ. The women learned how to provide for a family just like Jesus Christ did with that loaves and fish. I mean, he protected those that were vulnerable, spoke up for the powerless like women do. And he said, y'all gotta follow me, men. Y'all men are not in touch with your feminine side no more. That's your problem. You're not balanced. That's why you're so angry, blowing up the oceans. You're sad. You keep forgetting why you're on this earth. I promise you, your dick size don't matter when you go to heaven. Provide for that woman. Stop measuring your dicks with each other. And love the Lord God with all your heart. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I want to be a healer. I didn't mean to curse, y'all. That would be. It goes in and out sometimes. But God is within me. I know because I asked for it. I begged for it. I prayed for it. I submitted to it. I surrendered everything that was not good for me. I submitted it to him. He says he just wants to do life with me, right? I brought him in on every decision I've ever made. I looked at the world and said, I don't want to make horrible mistakes like that. I don't want to be like that. And here I am making mistakes, messing up. No matter how much common sense and logic I have, I mess up. I'm so imperfect. And I'm lying to myself and to you when I say that I am. I don't have it all together. I don't want it anymore. I don't want to be perfect to your standards because you don't even know what perfect is. Look at how messed up you are. Why would I listen to you? God made me perfectly in his image. So if I'm reassured of that, then why are you telling me on TV and on articles and in music that I'm nothing? That I am I am inferior to you. Why are you telling me these lies? You know you're lying. And now you're mad that I'm catching you in your lie and I'm holding you accountable for my reparations. I want my reparations. I want my reparations. I want what belongs to me. And I'm not going to step out of bounds or anything. I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to submit everything to Christ. I'm not doing this with just him, though. I mean, on that day on Christmas, I thought I was going to fly. I was trying to put on this gold dress. I was on Clubhouse listening to a poetry slam in the morning, and I felt like Oshun was in my body out of nowhere. Oh my gosh, I just felt like a ancient corpse inside of myself. I felt like every bone in my body was creaking and cracking, and my soul woke up after some 1,000-year sleep. I felt overwhelmed with memories that I've never had before, languages I've never spoken before. I felt things that were ancient. I felt Atlantis in my spirit. I was like, whoa. I felt memories. I opened myself up not to, I want to do bad things. No, I want to see and submit everything to God because they're all of my concerns. That I am a freaking mermaid, or I am a unicorn, or a constellation in the sky, or my ancestors' wildest dreams imagining a physical being sit here to accomplish my life purpose, which is truly getting what belongs to us, creating more leadership in our community because we are the true leaders. And they keep trying to kill us because they don't want us to remember that. You need us. So you milk us till we're dry, or just until we're at the edge of dying. You still use our bodies to make plastic bins and from prison complexes. You lock up all of these black men to keep up your slavery complex system because you know that you're dead wrong. You know you ain't finna go to heaven, so you gonna milk us to keep this world turning. But I'm gonna tell you, this earth is going to burn. Okay? And we have seen fire before, my friend. We accept it if it belongs to us, but if it don't belong to us, it will pass us and go straight to you. You know how miracles work. You read the Bible before, the Quran. You know what they sound like. Yeah, God is real. Yes, Jesus is real. But everything's real. If enough people believe, it is true. But not just that. You haven't been paying attention to your body, y'all. This pandemic has shown you that, oh my gosh, I'm depressed. Oh my gosh, I don't want to work this job all the time for the rest of my life. I actually have goals and aspirations. Why do you think so many people are quitting their jobs before going back into office? We're not your cash cow mules or whatever. We're not mules. We are living in this self-imposed restriction. And we need it because we don't know better. But we're doing it on ourselves and not truly bringing God into the middle of it. We are still letting our egos dictate what feels good to us. So, all that being said, I have been abstinent to truly focus on my spiritual walk because I have nothing better to do. The pandemic has shown me that my mental health is 10 times more important than clocking in. Of course, I want a job and I want to live a certain lifestyle, but you're always going to move the bar for us anyway, white people. You're always going to undersell us anyway, so I'm just going to take my sweet time getting there and let the ancestors bless me for believing in them and honoring them too. The same way y'all honor your great grandfather who has an oil business that you still benefit from. I'd like to benefit from my great grandfather's riches as well. And I don't believe that you should stop me from finding that information out. Are you afraid that I'm going to discover more things about myself that would possibly jeopardize your position of power? Is that truly the issue? Because let's talk about it, you know? I believe you kept lying to us about hell because you keep telling us that we're going to go to hell if we do this, if we move here, if we practice magic, or we, talk to God in a way that you could never, ever replicate with accuracy. You will always imitate us. Always. It doesn't have to be... I'm just mad because I really be listening to y'all. Like, y'all actually have knowledge and wisdom. Like, no, y'all literally killed your ways to the top. You've all killed your way to the top. Your penises are showing right now, and I need you guys to put it away. All right? I need you to actually read the book that you have been given and to stop becoming hypocrites. Because the world will never be balanced until you acknowledge your feminine side and balance those chakras out. Okay? Let the woman lead you in spirit while you lead her by day. She will always love you. She will always guide you because she wants the best for this earth. The same way you want the best for yourself. But you don't know how to love yourself because you're too obsessed with parts of you that you think are wrong with you. You're perfectionists, so you kill people off every millennia because you don't know how to just be diplomatic truly. I digress. I'm tired. But yeah, I'm just gonna record what I experience, what I see going forward, and keep you guys in the loop. I think I channel energies, so like when my voice changes, like that's like an indication that I'm channeling another spirit. I think that's what's going on because it just comes out of nowhere and I won't be talking like that. So yeah, that's pretty interesting, and I've been getting visions and I've been getting dreams and trying to record that as well, so I'll keep you guys updated. But this is actually like a really cool adventure. I feel so sad that people who aren't paying attention to their bodies and their minds and their spirit, y'all are really like missing out because y'all love watching all that anime and superhero movies of people having powers and doing all that when you can dig into yourself. Just spend time with yourself and bring the Lord with you. Just say, hey God, I don't know you like that, but I want you on this journey with me. Just watch. I'm gonna just tell you what I'm doing and you watch, and then you will notice you will notice something that sounds like your conscience talking to you. Or maybe it's me and my quote-unquote bipolar. I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. But if y'all just spend 10 minutes settle your mind, talk to God, and whatever is on your mind, just tell him. Like, it's not formal. It's not like, you think the Bible existed in the beginning of time? The Bible did not come down onto the earth for thousands of years. Same with Judaism, the Torah. So what are you saying? Are you saying the people before all that, they just went straight to hell? Y'all are lying to yourselves again, baby. And you're lying to us. So stop, because we are waking up. We are gaining our self-respect back. We are shedding the shame, fear, and guilt narrative because we've done nothing wrong. Why? You treat us as if we are doing something wrong, but we never even asked to be here in the first place. You stole us, placed us here, then put us in jail, then kill us in the streets, and you rape the women, and you kill the babies. You got a lot to deal with internally because we ain't ever come for y'all. So why y'all coming for us? You really got to think about it. And you try to manufacture our voice and music, telling us what to say and using our voices to convey the messages because you know that programs us and causes us to hurt ourselves because we get confused. Like, the voice sounds familiar because it's a black voice, but the music content is like, I'ma murder you, I'ma kill you, my brother gonna get shot, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? My brother just died. Oh my God, I'ma die. The white man want to kill me. Oh my God, he trying to kill me. Or whatever y'all did a good job, white people. Y'all did a great job at indoctrinating us. This has been a really great experiment. Thank you. But you can't beat ancestral magic, baby. They always gonna talk to me. My lineage will always reach me. We had so much faith in God that we welcomed you with open arms into our countries, and you decide to carve us up into pieces and just sit your butts on our continent? Ugh. You can never steal what does not belong to you. You can steal the name and the title. You can steal affection for a moment, attention for a moment, but you have to beg for it, Israel. You had to beg God to bless you. That's because you stole our birthright. It doesn't belong to you. Did you know that? You can get your dad to verbally say, yes, son, I bless you, by tricking him and wearing Esau's clothes and stuff and acting like him. You can lie to your father, but you can't lie to your heavenly Father. Israel had to beg God to bless them. That's why he touched your hip. You're always going to be limping. But it was destined for Esau. You cannot steal what does not belong to you. Ever, baby. And we will never forget that. My family's heritage belongs to me. Every day we're breaking curses. I feel bad for you. Because once we all wake up and really realize this, the revolution will not be televised. I'm just say that. But that's all I got for y'all. I'm out. I gotta go.